Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage again. I'm doing a lot of these lately, a lot of WTD question marks here, There is a reason. It's because I've been looking through my channel playlists lately and it seems like I have very little, not little, but I have less What's the Damages than the mixers, I kind of want to sort of try to balance that out a little bit and try to keep them a little closer, but they are over the hundreds now, each of them, so I got so many videos in both of these playlists, man, holy crap. And What's the Damage is the longest running series on this channel. My very first video ever was What's the Damage. Please don't watch it. It's really freaking cringy now that I look back on it today. But after all these years of creating content, I'm still embarrassed of my past. But anyway, so today I'm going to be talking about social media, okay? It's going to be a concept vlog. I'm just going to talk to you guys, not a lot of fancy editing and none of that. And I'm doing that because this is a video that I would like for you guys to just pay attention to what I say and not distract you with a bunch of other crazy editing, and not just because I'm running out of time, it's already December and I got to get these videos out. So I'm not just doing this because I want a quick and easy way to finish my videos or anything like that. Anyway, so let's talk about social media, Now, are you guys into social media? Do you use a lot of different, social platforms, Because I am. I'm pretty addicted, although I use kind of like the more popular ones I do have. I pretty much have all of them, but I don't really use them too much, I use a lot of YouTube, which isn't really considered a social media platform, but it is the one that I most consume, Yeah, it's the one that I most consume. I watch videos on it a lot, every day I'm watching videos. I post a video every single day, so I'm really into it. Twitter is my favorite one, because I get on it every single day. I try to use it and tweet, but lately my schedule has been a little hectic, but I always try to whenever possible, and I like to always talk about things, and I've been using Twitter it is the longest social media network that I have, I've had it since 2010, if I'm not mistaken, so 11 years or so. And I also have Facebook, but I barely use it. Facebook to me has become like a calendar so I can know when my friends and relatives' birthdays are. That's the only reason that I use Facebook today, I think a lot of people can relate. It's just become so obsolete. But I have it because that's how I have friends and family members. Sometimes I see their photos and what they're doing, blah, 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 co-workers. I use Instagram, but I used to post photos on it as my photography work. But lately I've been just haven't really felt any more passion for it, but I'm going to start again soon, I post a lot of stories, I see a lot of stories, I see a lot of photos, sometimes I interact, but I haven't really posted something in a good minute on Instagram. And what else do I use? I use this music sharing app called Muzi. I did record a video talking about them a long time ago, kind of like a paid partnership of sorts, and just some of those, looking over here through my phone right now, what else do I have? Duolingo, it's not exactly a social media thingy, but I have it, That's actually it. I have what else? The Xbox app, the Game Pass, that's literally it. These are the social media platforms that I use the most. I used to use Tumblr, WordPress, Blogger, I used to write blogs, but I don't really know if they can consider themselves social media handles, I've never used Pinterest or Snapchat, never really felt the need for it, or TikTok. I don't really like TikTok. It's not really up my alley, but they are very popular. However, I'm going to be getting now a little bit into the title of the video, which is the downgrading of these social media platforms. And you guys are going to understand now why I included this video in What's the Damage. I have a very strong complaint to make about this. Now, we all know that what makes social media be the way that it is, what makes each platform be unique are the special and unique features that they themselves, offer to the general public, Every single social media platform has its own little charm, A long time ago, these charms used to be very differentiated. They were very obvious and in your face, And when each social media outlet started to come out, Facebook was sort of like the successor to MySpace. I don't know if any of you guys use MySpace. I did when I was a kid, and it was really cool, really addictive, very easy to use, and it kind of was a way to separate, different cliques in school as well, It was kind of like New Year's for me whenever like a really hot girl in my school accepted me as a friend, But after Facebook came around, MySpace started to kind of deteriorate, There was also this one other one that was similar called Orkut, which got very popular here in Brazil and in India for some reason. I think that's where it was from, actually, and Brazilians just really embraced it. And what's funny is that when Facebook came around, it was a way for you to connect with all your friends, post photos, you know, and share status updates, talk about what was going on. So the idea of it was really easy, very simple, and unfortunately many years later it became kind of like a cash cow, you know, where now you see more ads than anything else, you know, and it just became a place where you can sell things now. There's the marketplace, you know, so my timeline is usually cluttered with people selling stuff, you know, and just posting photos of food, I don't know. And Twitter a long time ago used to be a place for you to just sort of like deposit your thoughts there randomly, you know. I describe Twitter as the best place to talk by yourself without looking like a lunatic, you know. So it's really cool, you know, it's really awesome. And it used to have a very simple premise of just tweeting out your own stuff, you know, and then retweeting or liking, favoriting, you know. Today everything is kind of similar. Everything has the like mechanic, you know, the share mechanic. Twitter has gotten really big, you know. It's still my favorite social network, you know, because even though it has changed a lot, it has still remained mostly the same, you know. You can post photos and videos now and share things, you know. You can create spaces for you to work, you know. And even though the ad programs, the amount of ads that show up are really annoying, it is still a really how can I say, a very friendly social network, let's say, you know. There are people who prefer the original icons of favoriting and liking, although to me it's kind of the same. And Instagram used to be a place for you to just share photos and like other photos and comment on them, you know. Now it's expanded a lot. You can share stories and reels, which are really annoying in my opinion. I don't like reels at all. I don't have the patience to watch them. If you post something on Instagram, a video that's over a minute long, you know, I'm not gonna watch it, you know. If you want to do something that's longer, go on YouTube, post a video there, I'll watch it, but not on Instagram. On Instagram is kind of like Vine. You guys remember Vine a long time ago? Yeah, Vine was like 6 seconds long, you know. On Instagram, either you tell your story in 30 seconds or you're gonna lose me, you know. I don't want to see anything, because stories are about 15 seconds long, right? So if you can fit something into a story, that's cool. If you post like 10 different stories saying the same thing over and over again, or talking about one thing, it's a lot easier for you to just record a vlog and post it on YouTube, you know, because that's what I'm gonna watch. I'm not gonna watch a bunch of stories on Instagram. So all of these social media handles have grown a lot over the years, you know, and the verdict is out on if you think, well, if you have a preference, you know, if you think one is more popular than the other. It all comes down to personal preference, you know. But like, I think that in a nutshell, each one of them can be enjoyable if you use them correctly in the way that they were originally intended for, you know. But because everything today is so monopolized, and Facebook, you know, Mark Zuckerberg bought Instagram and WhatsApp, you know, if you really take a look at it, if you take a step back and look at it, all of the social media handles are slowly starting to become one and the same. Right now, you guys who are watching this video, I want you to think of a few social media networks that you use, whether it's 2, 3, 4, you know. This works better if you do use multiple social networks, you know. Try to think of them now, or even open them up on your phone or tablet, whatever you're using right now, the computer, and try to count how many features that they have, that they share. You know, and right off the bat, everything has a like function. You can like things on different social media outlets, you know, but pay attention to how the likes work. On Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know, do you notice how all of them have a heart as a like? Yes, Facebook has the thumbs up, but it also does have a heart, which is love, because you can react differently now. When you like something on Twitter, there is a heart. When you like a photo on Instagram, there is a heart, you know. Even on YouTube, you can love comments now, you know. You can leave a heart to symbolize that you like something. That's the way that it works. So, and I do believe that other ones have the same thing as well. You know, you can share posts in much the same way, you know. You can retweet or repost things across different networks, you know. You can essentially reshare them all the same way. And the way that you share and post photos and videos is the same exact way as well, you know. So it seems like everything wants to copy the other, you know. Snapchat had this thing called, Snapchat essentially is a story that, I don't know if it's still popular today, but the idea of Snapchat was always to post something that is short and will stay there for about 24 hours, right? Instagram copied the same formula, which became Instagram stories, which were really popular at first, you know, and then seeing how popular they became, the other social media outlets started to do the same. Facebook now has stories, WhatsApp also has stories, and even YouTube has stories now, you know. Twitter had them for a while called Fleets, you know, but literally nobody used that thing, you know. I saw so few people using them except for famous profiles, you know, and I guess they removed the feature now because I don't see it anymore. Maybe it's just not available for Android, but it seems like it was really dumb, and it is, man, you know, because like every social network is trying to copy something in another that was successful, you know, because maybe it'll be successful here. But guys, people use Instagram stories a lot more than they use stories in other apps, you know, because there's no reason for you to go around posting the same thing on every app, you know. I have to be honest, sometimes I do this, you know. Sometimes if I post something that I think is really important or really entertaining, very relative, or that I want a lot of people to see, I will post this on the Instagram stories, the Facebook stories, and the WhatsApp stories. Might even post it on a Twitter Fleets back when I had it, you know, but it's really rare. Usually I just post it on Instagram, you know, because it's easier, it's more convenient, you know, more people follow me there than in any other social network, you know. So, and YouTube is really done with this, you know. I don't like the idea of shorts now. There's like a beta thing where they're doing shorts, you know, which is similar to stories, but they have had stories in the past, you know. Big creators created them, you know. It's just really dumb, you know. So if you really stop to think about it, social media in general is going towards non-variety, you know. Everything is there's no more uniqueness. Everything is starting to look more and more the same, you know. And it might even get to a point where I don't know, where they might even all have so many of the same things that you might think, well, why am I using all of them, you know? Why don't I just use one that has all of them that makes it a lot better, you know? So when these social networks try to implement things from other ones, you know, they might actually lose their public, you know, because if you have somebody who uses a bunch of different social media outlets that all do the same thing, what's the point, you know? If you take away certain things and leave each one with their own unique features, more people might use them, you know? But hey, that's just my opinion. There's this thing now that Mark Zuckerberg did where he took the social media platforms that he bought, you know. He has Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and he created something called the metaverse, you know, where I think he's trying to sort of create like a, I don't know, let's call it like an expanded universe of sorts, you know, where he's going to be taking a bunch of different social medias and like putting them together so they can all kind of do the same functions, you know. It's going to be really dumb, and he's probably going to try to pull a Disney and buy a bunch of stuff, you know, buy a bunch of different ones. He probably has enough money to, but I don't know if you can buy something like Twitter, you know. Twitter is really powerful, you know. I don't think you can, I don't think they're ever going to sell out to that degree, you know. They are very unique in their own aspect, and so I don't know, let's just see what happens, you know, let's see what happens. But I like social media, you know, and my favorite is Twitter, like I said, you know. You could maybe say Instagram comes at a close second, then Facebook, just because I still do use it to some degree, but I haven't posted anything in a long time. This kind of freaking sucks. I don't like Facebook anymore. I just use it because it's kind of a way for me to be more social. I can add friends and family members, you know, meet up with old classmates from college or high school, even middle school, you know. Sometimes I get curious. I go on rabbit holes looking up people on Facebook. It's freaking crazy. And yeah, man, that's just it, you know. That's my opinion regarding social media, you know. And I just think it's starting to become so obsolete, you know, because everything is looking the same, you know. Everything is starting to look more and more similar. Everything is carbon copies of one another. So there's really no more variety, you know. Everything is starting to be the same. And in a few years, I'm pretty sure all of the social media platforms will pretty much be identical, you know. I don't use things like TikTok. I never used Vine, never used Snapchat, you know. Used very little Tumblr. Tumblr is a little unique in the aspect, you know. Pinterest, I have never really understood the functionality of. It's just a way for you to pin topics that you like, you know. This is really stupid. You see photos of things that you like and you follow the topics and pin them, you know, on your profile. Why not just go to Google Images, you know, and see the photos, you know? There is also LinkedIn, but that's more professional. I don't really consider that a social media branch, you know, it's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, I'm excited to hear about you. I'm really curious to see what your opinions are. So let me know in the comments below what you think about social media. If you think we're going in the right direction or the opposite direction, the wrong one, because everything is looking too similar, let me know down below, okay? If you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, might as well also hit the notification bell to know exactly what time I upload. Hey, it's videos every single day, baby. I'm pulling an intensive here, you know, towards the end of December to see if I can upload my 700s. And that's it for today, guys. Stupid mirror. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen. Come here, you stupid freaking mute. You're not. I swear to God, man.